So we were doing the exercises. Yes, Miss. Did you check in?
Yeah, she isn't picking up or answering.
She's in what?
She isn't picking up or answering my text. I think her
Okay.
internet is out, maybe.
Okay. 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 We will start and then she joins and I'll just give a recap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we were doing exercises and we finished most of it. We finished most of the portion. We did the crossword and we will do some of the grammar portion from this chapter. Okay. Grammar portion from this chapter. Now, past perfect tense. Okay. Um, we have some sentences that we will read. At the circus, I had no chance to study human beings. They had sat in their seats peacefully while I cowered before the captain's whip. I had thought that they were strong and fearless. Okay. Past perfect tense means that an action that happened at a specific time in the past and that the action was completed. Okay, so the that is known as past tense. Okay, past perfect tense. Past tense, something that already took place, that already happened. Past perfect tense, that at one point of time, okay, this thing happened. Okay, you're not just talking about anything happened in the past casually, but specifically at certain time that happened and it ended. Okay, so the words had sat, and had thought gives us an idea that the action took place sometime in the past and that the action was completed. Something else happened later, while I cowered, and they were strong and fearless. Such verbs which tell us that an action was completed sometime in the past before another action also in the past are said to be in past perfect tense. Okay. Now we have a table. Okay, we have a table. The patient had died before the doctor arrived. The plane had landed by the time we reached the airport. Okay. Now, can you see how these sentences are in the past perfect tense? They are all past tense. Okay, they are all in past tense. But how are they in past perfect tense? Is
Ma'am,
because
ma'am, because
yes,
the
Ed,
word had is there.
the word had is there. Yes, the word had is there. Okay, and it is showing that it happened at a specific time. Okay, like patient died before the doctor arrived. Before arriving of the doctor, he had died. Means at that point of time, he died. So, past perfect tense. Okay. The plane had landed by the time we reached the airport. I had read the book before we reached the station. My parents had decorated the hall before the visitors arrived. Okay. They had planted trees before the monsoon arrived. Okay. Those are all past perfect sentences. Can you give me one sentence based on this pattern? A sentence which is in past perfect form. Metric.
Yes, ma'am.
A sentence in past perfect tense.
Ma'am, what to do, ma'am?
Make a sentence in past perfect tense using the word had. Amaze, can you think of one?
The dog had gone for a walk.
Before the owner took him for the walk.
The dog had gone for a walk before the rain had.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Before the rain came. Okay. Okay. Little bit it makes sense. Little bit it
Yeah.
doesn't, because I'm thinking, did the dog just went for a walk on his own? Okay. But it's a good attempt. Okay. It's a good attempt. Yes. So that way we can make sentences. Okay. Um, I um I had I had already eaten my ice cream before the sun would melt it. I had finished doing my homework by the time my mother came to check. Okay. So we can put had. Okay. Two events can be put. First event is the thing that you did already before a certain action took place. Okay. Like at a point of time. Now, next grammar part is speech. Okay. Indirect and direct speech. Okay. What is the difference between direct and indirect speech?
Direct is like on the straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Direct is when the speaker one tells it straight to speaker two. Okay, like when you directly say it to the other person, that is the direct speech. Indirect speech is when a third person talks about two people. Okay, but it's not direct. Like, take a look at the first point. Nina said to her friend, "Work hard so that you succeed." Okay, the first speaker is Nina, the second speaker is her friend. Okay, and directly she's telling to her friend that work hard so that you succeed. But in third person form, like Nina advised her friend to work hard so that she could succeed. It's not directly telling something. Okay, it's not directly telling something to somebody, but talking about it. That somebody told something to a person. Okay, in an indirect form. That is indirect speech. Okay. For example, I um I'm telling you that you have your English test tomorrow. Prepare for it well. Okay.
No.
Hi,
You do.
Megan.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So we just finished a little bit about past perfect tense. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We just learned that in past perfect tense, we talk about something that happened at a particular point of time in past. Okay. And the word had is used, like the patient had died at a particular point when before the doctor arrived.
Okay.
So like that. Then I started with direct and indirect speech. So I was giving an example that when I say that you all have your English test tomorrow.
Mhm.
Okay. So I am directly telling it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. It is my speech. I'm directly telling it to you. But if somebody says that Rebecca ma'am told the students that they have their English test tomorrow. So I didn't say, like, my exact dialogues are not there, my speech is not there, but somebody is telling that I told you all that English test is there. Okay, so that is indirectly what the same thing is there, same conversation, but in an indirect form. Okay, that is known as indirect speech. Okay,
Okay.
like in the second example, the fireman said to the residents, vacate the building immediately. The fireman directly told the residents, vacate the building immediately. That is his direct speech. When he's telling directly to the listener, when the speaker is directly telling to the listener, that is known as direct speech. But when we talk about it casually, okay, no direct speech is there. Okay, like the fireman ordered the residents to vacate the building immediately. Okay, so that is known as indirect speech. Okay. Same way here, Shield said, "Let's go watch a movie." He said this line, "Let's go watch a movie," direct speech, and Shield proposed that they go watch a movie. Okay, indirect. Understood the difference between direct speech and indirect speech?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, one thing, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ma'am, for indirect speech, we mostly don't use the word said.
Mostly don't use the word said. Yes. We don't use the word said in indirect speech. Okay. We used ordered, advised, proposed. Okay.
Ma'am, can we use
Whatever.
told? Can we use told?
Can we use told? I think yes, we can use told in indirect speech. Okay. Okay. Now, these sentences are all examples of imperative speech. An imperative sentence is a sentence which expresses a command, request, instruction, advice, or suggestion. Now, there are, let me just give you a quick introduction. There are majorly 4 types of sentences. First is known as declarative sentences, in which you declare something. You're stating an idea, you're stating a fact. Okay, that is declarative sentence. Another one is there that is called imperative sentences. Imperative sentences. This portion comes under types of sentences in grammar. Imperative sentences are those sentences which either expresses a command, requests for something, gives advice or suggestion. Okay, like submit your tests by tomorrow itself. Okay, it's a command. Okay, please submit your tests by tomorrow. Okay, that is a request. Okay, I would want you all to submit your tests by tomorrow. That is a suggestion. Okay, so all of these come under imperative. Okay, then comes another types of sentences known as Edric.
Ma'am, interrogative and exclamatory.
Very good. Interrogative. Interrogative sentences. What are interrogative sentences? Questions. All
Interrogative.
sentences which
Class
are in the form of questions. Yes, questions are all interrogative. Okay. Then the last one is exclamatory sentences. Okay. What are exclamatory sentences? When we are like when we are showing strong emotions. Okay. They are in the form of, they could be fear, they could be happiness.
Ma'am,
Okay, yay, hooray. Okay. Yes, the team won, and then exclamation mark. Those are all exclamatory sentences.
ma'am.
Yes, Patrick. Yes.
Ma'am, declarative ends with a full stop. Imperative also ends with a full stop. Interrogative ends with a question mark, and exclamatory ends with an exclamation mark.
Yes, that is correct. Declarative, we end with a full stop. They state facts and ideas. Imperative, also with full stop. They state they either command the sentences which are commanding, requesting, or suggesting, giving advice. Then interrogative are question mark and exclamatory, exclamation mark. Okay. Here we are talking about imperative sentences. In the first sentence, we can say, we see Meena advised her friend. Okay, advised. So, giving advice is imperative. Second sentence, fireman is ordering the residents. Okay, sometimes officials order us. Okay, so that is also imperative sentence. Then third sentence, she is proposing or suggesting. Okay, she said proposed that they go watch a movie. Okay, she suggested. We sometimes suggest our family to watch a good movie. Okay, we suggest our mom sometimes, please make this tonight for dinner. Okay, those are all imperative sentences. Okay, then when we change a sentence into indirect speech, we report what someone said. That is why indirect speech is also called reported speech. Okay, now indirect speech, like we talked how sentences are either direct or indirect. Sorry. What is this reporting part exactly? What is reporting? See, take a look at these sentences once again. Meena said to her friend, work hard so that you succeed. This is direct. Okay. But when you are taking a look at the second part, Meena advised her friend to work hard so that she could succeed. Here, you are basically reporting something. Okay. You are basically reporting something about Meena and her friend. Okay. Reporting something means telling about something. Fact, telling about a fact. Okay. Telling about something that happened. Okay. So that is why indirect speech is also known as reported speech. Okay, now understood. Any doubt till here? Any doubt in any what is imperative? Understood? Hope you
No.
all understood. Okay. Megan, any doubt in any part?
No, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Then when we change an imperative sentence into indirect speech, we report what someone instructed, ordered, advised, or suggested. To change an imperative sentence into indirect speech, the reporting verb said, told, said to is changed to a verb which conveys the tone of a command or request. Okay, so the words said here are changed. The first line, said, is changed to advised according to the tone of the sentence. The second one, said, is changed to ordered because he was actually ordering them according to the tone of sentence. Third one also, said, is changed to proposed because he's actually suggesting. Right, he's actually suggesting. So how do we change it? We change it according to what the sentence is wants us to change it. Okay. We will, when we read the sentence, we will get to know if it is an order, if it is an advice, a suggestion, if it is a command. Okay. We will get to know by reading the sentence. Accordingly, the word said, told can be changed to advised, ordered, proposed, suggested. Okay, like that. Now, given below are a few examples of the verbs to be used when changing an imperative sentence into indirect speech. Study them carefully. When we are commanding, we can use the words when the sentence requires the tone of a command. Then we can use the words ordered, instructed, and told. The fireman instructed the residents to clear the building, to vacate the building. Instructed can also be used. Okay. Then, when the tone of the sentence is in the form of a request, making a request, then you can use the words begged. Okay. Requested, pleaded, asked, told. Okay. I requested my friend to I requested my friend to deliver the book to me. Okay,
Ma'am,
to deliver the book to me. That is in the form of a request. Yes.
ma'am, how is begged in request? How is begged there in request?
Begged is also request, comes under request category, Edric. Okay, because begged is not just that beggar one begging. Okay, it's not only that, but when begged is also used in like this form when you desperately want something. Okay, that time also begged word is used. Okay, I beg your forgiveness. If you've heard the word sentence, I beg your forgiveness. If you made a mistake, somebody made a mistake and is asking for forgiveness, and the mistake is too terrible, and the person is not forgiving, so they can say, I beg your forgiveness. Okay, and if you want to like have ice cream real bad, you can tell your mother, please, I beg you, please buy me ice cream. The kids do it. Okay, so beg can be used in this form also, requesting for something real bad that you need real bad. Okay, so that time begged is used. Requested, pleaded is also kind of similar. Pleaded, okay, pleading, asking, and told. Okay, all are parts of request. Then if the sentence is in the tone of advice, then advised, recommended, urged. Okay, all three are used. Yes, Edric.
How is urged there?
How is urged there? Urged is there. Um, I cannot like. Let me think of an example and tell you. Um, I think urged is more of a request. According to me, urge is has more a tone of request
Ma'am, but according
than
to me, urge has more tone of command.
command. No, no, not command. Okay, not command. It has more a tone of request. Okay, because advice in advice, see, urged is basically advice is the person giving you the advice. Okay, but urge talks about the person to whom the advice is being given to. Okay, okay, you didn't get it. Okay, so see, advice is when somebody is telling you about something, they're advising you on something. Okay, but urge is when you are requesting something from somebody, like I urge you to do this, I urge you to please come with me, okay, to the to shopping or to the mall and anything. Okay, so urge is more of a request. Okay, well, advice is different. Advice is more of giving somebody suggestion. Suggestions, for suggestion, there are words used as words used that are suggested, recommended. Recommended can be used as suggestion and advice both. Okay, it makes sense. And proposed.
Ma'am,
Proposed means to give suggestion. Yes.
propose means future. Propose means future suggestion.
Proposed means future suggestion. Yes, means suggesting something, suggesting an activity that has not happened yet but will happen for it to happen, suggesting. Okay, like I proposed that we order milkshakes. Okay, she proposed that they all order milkshakes. So they haven't ordered the milkshakes yet, but they will order now. Okay, they will order if they take the suggestion, of course. Okay, so that's how they work. You don't have to remember each one of them. Okay, but you just have to remember the base. Like command means we can use the word order. Request, we can use the word requested. Okay, begged and pleaded are lesser used. Requested is used more. Advised, you can use, remember the word advised and recommended. Suggestion also, you can remember the word suggested and recommended. Okay. Okay. Now, there is a conversation between Mr. Patil and his son Gopi. Lock the door after I leave. Don't worry, Dad, I'll do that. Give mother her medicine on time. Do not overwork or you will fall ill. Finish your homework before dinner. Come home on time, Dad. Okay. So now these are all different types of imperative sentences. Okay. Lock the door after I leave. What do you think? What type of imperative it is? Command, advice, suggestion,
Command.
command. Yes, it is a command. Okay. Don't worry, Dad. I will do that. What do you think this is?
Suggestion. Not suggestion. No.
Not suggestion. Okay, this is just a reply. Take a look at this one here. Give mother her medicine on time.
Couldn't that be a command too?
It can be a command. Okay, it can be a command.
Request or
Yes.
something? A request?
Request is yes, it can be a request, but will you give the medicine? Give mother her medicine on time, please. That would sound more like a request. Okay, so if that is not there, will you do that, please? Okay, that's how requests work. So until then, we can consider this a command too. It's very direct. Give mother her medicine on time. Okay, he could mean also, see, here the sentences are just written. When they are spoken verbally, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference. That time, it does not necessarily has to start with, will you do this, please? Okay, even if it is a request and your dad just politely doesn't give mother her medicine on time, it will, if it's like polite, gentle, it will be a request. If you like listen to it, if he says it in a straight tone, give mother her medicine on time. You get that?
On time is
If
like on time. At that time, you have to do it.
on time. So that time, from the tone, we can figure out it is a command. It is not a request.
Yeah, from
It
here,
is
it's a
not a
command.
request. It is a command.
Ma'am, yes, it's a command because that time you have to do it at that time, right now.
Yes, yes. So it becomes a command. Okay. Finish your homework before dinner. This is definitely a command.
Yeah, because time, no? Time means it's a
Yeah.
command.
Yes. That is a command. Come home on time, Dad. This can be a request. Okay. It won't be a command because uh, children cannot command their parents.
Can.
They cannot. Okay. If they do not want a good beating. So until then, they would not do that. Okay. Do not overwork or you will fall ill. This is a suggestion. Advice. Okay. This is advice. Okay. Now, read the following paragraph which describes the conversation in indirect speed. Mr. Patil advised his son to lock the door after he left. Okay. Advised. Okay. Command also is fine. Okay. Both. Then he instructed him to give the medicine to his mother on time. Mr. Patil also instructed. Okay, this is a conversion to indirect speech. Okay, we did imperative. This is indirect speech. Okay, look here. Lock the door after I leave. Mr. Patil advised his son to lock the door after he left. Okay. Then, if you write commanded also, Mr. Patil commanded his son to lock the door after he left, then also it's fine. Okay, just that advised is a bit more subtle. Okay. Then, give mother her medicine on time. he instructed him to give medicine to his mother on time. Instruction. Okay, so yes, instructed word can be used. Then he also told him, finish your homework before dinner. He also instructed Gopi to finish his homework before dinner. Okay. Then Gopi assured his father that he would do as told. He pleaded with his father to not overwork, the lest he should fall sick, and asked him to come home early.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes,
ma'am, what is lest?
lest he should fall sick. Lest is similar to otherwise. Okay. Otherwise, he'll fall sick. Okay. And asked him to come home early. Okay. Okay. So don't worry, we will practice. I'll give you some more questions to practice about direct and indirect speech. Okay, we will work this out. Okay, all right. Now, read the following sentences and write them in indirect speech. Can you try this out? The invigilator said to the students, stop writing.
Ma'am,
Yes, Edric.
the invigilator instructed the students to stop writing.
Yes, very good. The invigilator instructed the students to stop writing. There we have it in indirect speech. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Second one, the officer said to the peon, bring a file cover for me.
Officer ordered the peon to bring a file cover.
Ordered. Okay.
Or ordered the peon to bring a file cover for him.
For him, yes. For him. Okay, because it is indirect speech. The officer ordered the peon to bring a file cover for him. In indirect speech. Next one. Anil said to his friend, please take out the car while I lock the room.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Anil requested his friend to take out the car while he locks the room.
While he locks the room. Good. Because please is there, so obviously it's a request. The ticket collector said to Varun, why didn't you buy a full ticket for your son?
The ticket collector um re- suggested
Suggested. Okay.
Varun, why don't you buy a full ticket for your son?
No.
Okay.
The ticket collector suggested Varun to buy a full ticket for his son.
Suggested to buy a full ticket for his son. What are some other words we suggested? Recommended and proposed. Recommended, no. Proposed can also be used. Okay. Suggested and or proposed can be used. To buy a full ticket for his son. Okay, see, your becomes his, my becomes me becomes also his, or you have to change it accordingly. Okay, you have to change it accordingly. Yes, may I borrow your English book for the evening? Said Usha to Rajni. Usha requested to buy Rajni's English book for the evening.
Wait, I think it's Usha requested Rajni to borrow his English book for the evening.
Borrow her English book for the evening. Both are correct.
But it's his because the boy name knows.
Boy name, no. Edric, Usha, and Rajni are both girl names. Okay, they are both girl names. Okay. F. The parents said to the principal, please admit our daughter in your school. Megan?
I want to say the parents requested the principal to borrow, not to borrow, to admit the daughter in their school.
Yes. The parents requested the principal to admit their daughter in their school. In the school. Okay.
Okay.
G. Father said to his son, switch off the television. I'm getting disturbed.
Father ordered his son to switch off the television. He
Yes.
is getting disturbed.
Yes. Father said to his son, the father ordered his son to switch off the television because he was getting disturbed. Yeah. H. Anita said to Nikhil, help your younger sister in her studies.
Commanded. Would it be?
Say again.
Would it be Anita commanded Nikhil
No,
to? No.
not commanded. Suggested.
Okay.
It's suggested. Okay.
Okay.
Now make a sentence.
Say what?
Make a sentence now using
Okay.
the word suggested.
Anita suggested Nikhil to help his younger sister in her studies.
Very good. That's correct. Anita suggested Nikhil to help his younger sister in her studies. Okay, next one. Hitendra said to Shyam, have a cup of tea with me, please.
Chandra urged Shyam to
Not
have a cup.
urged, not urged. This, I mean, it is requested. Itendra requested Sham to have a cup of tea with him.
Urged is also good.
Please is
Okay.
there, ma'am. Please is there.
Please is there, yes. Okay. But urged can be used. It's valid. Okay. Urged can be used. Requested.
I feel urge is more of a command.
No, Edric, it's not a command. It is a request. Urge is not a command. Okay. It is a request. It comes in request only. Okay. Hitendra requested or urged Shyam to have a cup of tea with him. Okay. Now, last one. I said to him, come in.
I ordered him to come
I ordered him to come in. Yes, I think so. Because I advised him to come in. No, I suggested him to come in.
in. I
I
requested him to come
requested
in.
him to come in. No,
Yeah.
I ordered him to come in. Okay, more likely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to identify what fits best. Okay, what's the tone of the sentence, and then use the imperative words. Okay. Okay. So we will stop here today. Okay. And then we will try out whatever exercises left now. Tomorrow, no, Monday. Tomorrow you'll have test. So
Ma'am, what will
English,
come in the test, ma'am? Okay, first,
yes, Cedric.
what will come?
First chapter.
First chapter, the grammar portions.
Grammar portion, yes, some grammar portion might be there. I discussed this in class that what will come in the test. Okay. All the index questions are there. Whatever question answers related to the chapter that can come, word meanings at the side of the lesson. Okay. Then besides that, some match the columns are there. Some match the columns might be there. Then grammar portion, yes, please do the related grammar portion too. Okay. Some exercises from the grammar portion can also
Ma'am,
come. That yes.
ma'am, will writing come? Like describing people, will that come?
Describing people, maybe. Okay.
What do you
Maybe.
think? Say yes or no.
What do I think? Say yes or no. I still have not made the paper yet. Okay. So I cannot say for sure. Okay. But yeah, prepare whatever I have told you all to prepare. Okay.
Ma'am, will the
And
paper be sent in the first half of the day?
first half of the day, you tell me when do you want me to send it?
In the evening, I'll be going out, so I think the first half would be good, so that I could
First half.
finish.
Okay. Okay. I'll be sending y'all then in the morning. Okay. So y'all can finish whenever you have time. Just submit it till Saturday.
Okay.
Within the 24 hours. Yeah. Okay, then that's all for today. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, ma'am.